Alright, so the project that I did this month was my tarot, for my tarot card of February, was Six of Cups. And that's what I drew for this month, and I think it fits. Obviously, February is all about love, but this particular kind of love that we're looking at is friendship. And I really want to invite more friends into my life and reach out to my friends and really have the fullness of friendship. So I feel like this is a very fitting card for this month, as I'm going to focus on this month on building up what friendships I have and making new friends. I'm working on my digital art and really trying to understand layers, and the way to make art when you're dealing with digital art is you can really be sloppy with your base layer and map out what you want to do. I wanted to go for a loose, cartoony style with thick outlines and not very anatomically correct characters in this. I just wanted it to look very free and cartoonish. I did it digitally, but I also made a similar drawing that is made the traditional way, and I will show that at the end of this clip. But I wanted to just try to do something free and easy and just concentrate on my layers. There isn't much else to say about the piece, I guess. Just the color palette was pretty basic, and yeah, that's kind of where we are. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in my week. I will probably recap some of this, but I just want to go over a little bit about what's going on. So this week I've been working on my Publish and Thrive course. I have been doing it with my graphic novels in mind, but I should probably refocus my attention towards my children's books. The digital art in this that I'm doing here has really given me hope that I can illustrate a children's book in a fun and effective way, just using digital art, which is going to make the process a lot easier. In the Publish and Thrive course, I've really been learning about the basic marketing of just looking at what you put on your book as far as your cover and your blurb and things like that that you say about your book, just basically when you post it to publish it in the indie style. And I really have been thinking about cover art and how clean digital art looks, and that for a cover, I think a digital cover would probably be my best option, even if for the actual the actual drawings of the book to be traditionally done. I feel so conflicted. I feel that I am getting better at the digital art, that my skills are transferring over, and in some cases I'm making more interesting things digitally and taking more risks, and coloring things in is just so easy. And I try to do a little bit of shading here, but I'm just learning, the basic skills. I've always watched speed paints when people do digital art, and I've always thought, oh, it looks so easy. It's so much easier to do digitally than it is to do traditionally. But the fact of the matter is they're just two different mediums, two different skills. It just takes the same amount of effort to do one that it does the other. You just have to take your time with it and be patient. And the drawing is almost done. I just have to add a little bit of shadow, so I come in with a darker color. This theme is just so cute. I just really appreciate it. I have, like I said, the traditional one that I did, and I'm putting that one in my binder, which I'll show you for my planner. But this turned out just so cute, and innocent and just more than I ever, imagined. And I feel like my skills are getting so much better, and I was really able to get the look that I was going for. All right, and we're going to wrap things up here with the Six of Cups and this idea of sharing and friendship. I just wanted to make the background a little less flat, so I came in with a little bit of a blurring technique, working in some white and light blues. It really gave it a little bit more movement to the background, which I appreciated. I feel like I should speed up the speed paints moving forward to make them, look a little bit more effortless. But one thing I've noticed that people don't really do is show how much effort really goes into making digital art. It looks so effortless because it just comes together, and when you're doing it, it can take a really long time. And I think this piece took me 30 minutes to make, and it's just a simple illustration. So I want to show off the drawing that I did for my planner, and this illustration is similar to the digital one, but it's done with watercolor pencil. And let me see if I can get that to show. So there's the Six of Cups, February 2023. The two girls, but I did put flowers in the cup, and there are the 5 cups. And I didn't color this cup. I wanted to keep that plain. But it's a similar kind of concept, and I think it turned out really cute. I think they both turned out cute. I prefer the digital one. I think that it's promising to me that I did 2 things, one traditionally, one digitally, and I like the digital one better. That tells me that my skills are getting better, and I'm understanding the fundamentals of what I need to do to improve a lot better. So this week I've been working on my graphic novel, and I've been plotting scenes. So let me kind of show on the screen what that looks like. So here, for example, I have mapped out what I want to happen in the scene. I've drawn it over a couple of times, adding elements, designing new characters, and that's kind of what I do to design a page. It's going okay. I feel that the art is going to be quite a lot better than it has been in the past. Like I said, my skills have improved quite a bit, and it's really showing, which is positive, but it does make the original comic look a little bit, I don't want to say shitty, but it makes it look a little bit shitty. But I'm working also on my next children's book. I'm going to illustrate this one digitally. I'm really nervous about that because I don't like doing digital art still. It really makes me feel uncomfortable, but I've mapped it out digitally. I didn't do a physical mock-up, so I'm trying to do everything on the computer. One of the benefits is that it's a lot less paper laying around, and there's less chance of my originals getting destroyed, which is a huge plus for me because I have children, and having those originals laying around is very stressful. I do put them away on a high shelf, but it's still the possibility of them getting damaged is still there. So things being on the computer, it's a lot easier in that department. So I did mention briefly that I am taking the Publish and Thrive course. If you're not familiar with this course, I kind of assumed that people would be, but that's not necessarily true. It's a course run by Sarra Cannon over in the Heart Breathings community, and she is an indie author, and she's published multiple books, and she just gives some really great solid advice from her experience on how to publish successfully and do so in a sustainable way. This has been the first week in the course, and I have to say the information that I've gotten has been really, really good. It's made me think critically about my publishing strategy and how I'm going to go about publishing and publishing sustainably. I think I'm going to start off with my children's books first and really get that ball rolling. I'm going to still be working in the back end with my comic books and churning them out, but I think what I want to do is have quite a stack of comic books on the back burner and continue to sell them on Etsy and stuff like that, but just have them on the back burner and kind of produce, publish them kind of all at once. So I don't know that I'm going to be publishing them this year. I kind of assumed that I would kind of release them both together, but I think that's going to be too stressful considering formatting for these books is a lot of work, especially for the one that I did traditionally, children's book I did traditionally, scanning everything in, making it look pretty, figuring out how to do the lettering, all that stuff is going to be quite a lot of work, and I am still learning, and it's just going to be a whole pain in the neck. Plus, I do have the intention of publishing wide, which means on several different platforms, which means I have to format this book for several different platforms and for it to also be printed. I haven't done any cover or back matter art, and I need to do that. I need to figure out how to format that. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know the first steps. I don't know how to design my cover in a way that's eye-catching. I was just going to use some art from the inside, but now I have a feeling that that's not the right move, partially because I've been looking at other covers of children's books, and it doesn't look like that's what they do, and I really need to follow convention just so that people can look at it and know that they're getting a quality product. I really hope this takes off. I'm having a lot of fun learning. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, but it's just a lot of work. And I'm not afraid of hard work, but it's really exhausting. As you can see, my paintings haven't progressed at all. I've been focusing on the course and trying to move my comic book along and trying to move my children's book along, working on ideas. So that's been taking up all of my artistic brain. I will try to do some painting this weekend. That's kind of a goal of mine. And hopefully we can get this one finished, the one with the mermaid. We can get that finished and squared away. I don't know that I'm going to do anything with it. I'm going to keep on trucking with my painting and see where I go. If anybody watches these videos and if you're interested in prints and things like that, I hope that in the future, if you watch this, that you would let me know. I do have an Etsy shop. There's really not much in there. But I feel like having a YouTube channel is a possibility. It could help find people who are interested in the kind of art that I'm interested in making. Anyway, that's pretty much what's going on in the studio this week. There's really not much else to update. As I go through the Publish and Thrive course, I will give, my opinion on how it's going and if the information is relatable each week. Because I'm not writing traditional fiction, which is what the course is basically for. You can use it for anything, but it's for geared towards traditional, novels. Not really children's books, not really picture books, not really, definitely not graphic novels. It's really going to take me a lot to extrapolate the information for my graphic novels. But if the information is helpful, it's helpful, and, I'm stepping in the right direction. So I'll keep you posted kind of what we're talking about. I'm not going to give a blow by blow because the class is, worth taking. It's worth taking, and at least this far. And I just want to see if the quality maintains. I have high hopes because Sarra Cannon is a really good teacher, and I don't have any complaints as far as what the information she gives on her YouTube channel in the first place is priceless. But the course is just a special brand of information, and the support from the community is also a special deal. You really have a lot of people rooting for you, which is great. I'm not really great at connecting with people, so it's kind of a stretch for me to do that, but I'm going to try my best to network and try to find my group. And a lot of what I've been doing, in the past 4 years, I want to say that I've been making art, trying to sell art, is that I'm really trying to find my group. And I don't know, maybe this is it. Maybe this is my group. If there's going to be any group, that's my group. This is my group. And who knows, maybe one day I'll publish traditional novels and I can use all this information even further. But for right now, I'm going to try these other projects because it's really where my heart is right now. And we'll just see where it lands. Again, I'll keep you updated as the course moves forward. This week was just about, covers and how to make a successful cover, taglines, blurbs, things like that. That is very helpful information. The difference between publishing just KU and publishing wide, things like that. So we'll see what next week is about, and I'll kind of fill you in on the topics and how I intend to apply them to these different projects that I'm doing. All right, thank you for watching if you watch this, and have a great day.